Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to another exciting special edition of the Underdog Racing League's Formula Series. We are joining the drivers here tonight at virtual Imola in Italy here, and this is going to be a great night for racing. Again, nice, cool weather, nice, cool track, and looking forward to some great Formula One action out there tonight. Joining me, as always, is Pim Luth. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. I was really looking forward to this. I'm a bit disappointed by the field, I have to be honest. I'm looking. I think if you take the first three drivers, I take the last three drivers. We're pretty much cover for everybody. What happened to this field? What happened to the Underdog League, Chris?
I'm not sure. Yeah, we had a great field last time. We'll see what happens with these drivers, but we got some of the faster folks from the last race we did at Interlagos here, and hopefully they can put on a show for us either way. I do believe that our qualifying session might be either I don't think it's officially done yet, is it? So you can't even put the qualifying results up. But
it's
in
not
the
officially.
meantime,
But we can say that Carl Cooks actually did put up the fastest lap behind Jacob Surkovic and then Nick Alves. So those are names that we saw the time before as well, especially Jacob Surkovic. Remember how he took that victory? It ain't over till it's over.
It was a crazy finish to that race.
Yeah.
That was. We had people in other channels that you and I are in that actually posted that without us instigating anything. They had seen the race and enjoyed just how great of a show that these drivers put on. So that was really cool to see. And very encouraging, hopefully for the underdog racing and for us. So yeah, hopefully we can get some more folks out here to really enjoy what these guys have to offer. Real quick, as we start gridding the field here, it's going to be a 30-lap race around Imola tonight. One fast repair is available to the drivers, and there are no incident penalties or anything like that. So I do believe that off tracks and what have you aren't really going to be too much of a factor, other than if you spin the car around facing the wrong direction. So pretty straightforward race rules. I do believe we are still under the same tire change is required, and we got a little bit of a different, about half the field starting on softs, half the field starting on those medium compound tires. And so already just off the start here, we're going to see a couple different strategies at play.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'm curious because last time that did had a lot of influence in the race. I remember Surkovic having those tires really, really worn, but also his opponent. So that was a fun race to see. Currently, we're still waiting for the person in the front, Carl Cooks. He's the last one that needs to grid up. And here we go for the grid. Lights are going on. And look at this, they're actually driving away. Surkovic has some difficulties.
Little wiggle there by Nick Alves that's going to let Surkovic go down into the inside there, down into turn one, although Carl Cooks is able to really start pulling away on the lead here as all the drivers sort themselves out. Big battle going on right here. Nick Alves, Jacob Surkovic. Oh, and we got a driver off track. That is Eddie Wildermuth. Unfortunate there. Looks like he's going to be stuck in the grass, unable to get out. Going to probably need to take a tow from that. But as we saw last week, this race ain't over till it's over.
Yeah, no, definitely. And we do see that Carl Cooks has taken a little bit of a lead. Behind him is Nick Alves. And I do see that there's something happening with Grant Thorpe. The yellow Mercedes right over here is coming back, but is a little bit behind. It looks actually that everybody is driving on medium. So that tactic has been played out.
Never mind.
See Grant Thorpe having a lot of difficulties on this track. It's that first lap where you need to take it easy. Eddie Wildermuth knows everything about that. And Carl Cooks is leading the race, but Nick Alves and Jacob Surkovic are definitely very close by. And I expect a lot from Jacob Surkovic.
Yeah, it does look like the drivers here are actually doing pretty good. 6 seconds is the gap all the way back to Grant Thorpe there in P5. The only drivers there not in the pits right now, Parker Johnston and Eddie Wildermuth, both currently in the pits.
Let's have a quick look what happened with Parker Johnson. We have some time on that. Oh, yeah, that's in the chicane right over there. If you don't do that axis correct, then well, you don't have to go immediately to the pits, but he did and chose for the safe route. And here we're driving along with Dylan Walterman.
And do remember, we do have one fast repair for the drivers available. You hate to use it this early, but it's there if you need it.
Yeah, and we do see that Dylan Walterman can't even see the number 1, 2, and 3 anymore. So we're only 2 laps in, but that goes quite quickly already. Nick Els is trying to get closer to Carl Cooks. And they are dropping a little bit Jacob Surkovic. Didn't expect that. Oh, and we do see in the back that Grant Thorpe has crashed. It's probably not going to be the last time that we see someone crash. Oh!
Yep, just a little good trouble there through 11 and 12. Looks like he had been catching Dylan Walterman.
Well, but if you can catch it like that and you can continue driving, that's not a bad start. And still, with this race, yeah, a lot of things can happen.
Well, the number 48 car, Parker Johnson, is back out on the track after the early tow and pit stop. And
we do see that Jacob Surkovic actually crashed. Was a little bit behind, needed to push hard. And he's trying to do that over here. And then in that corner, it's not much that you needed for this car to actually go into the spin. And that's happened to Jacob Surkovic. And look at this, Nick Els is getting now really close to Carl Cooks. Is he already going to make a move on that straight? Then he needs to get a little bit closer than this. Seems that he didn't have a good exit, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Now, that last turn there around Rivazza, the turn 15, you can see this straightaway is just absolutely forever, and I believe there's a DRS zone there as well, so getting a good exit.
Yeah, you can see that on Jacob Surkovic. He has now that really nice, and there it goes out, the DRS. But that means that he can go a lot quicker back to Dylan Walterman. And they're now really in range. Look at that, he's looking for to see if he can get any closer. Go so quickly. I really can't imagine. You need to think so fast in this car. Jacob is really chasing Dylan Walterman. And he is going to have a look on the inside, but that's way too far. Can't make that happen, but I think it's just a scare tactic. And I think Walterman is also saying to Jacob Surkovic, you're not going to make that. Oh, he is going to make that.
There you go. Yeah, it looks like he figured Jacob was just a little bit faster, so let him by. Meanwhile, back up front, Carl Cukes and Nick Ellis, this gap remains about 1 second, so I don't know that Nick was able to get back into DRS range for the front straight there, but Carl continues to start, or maybe just pull away just ever so slightly. We will see.
Yeah, but this is 1.2 seconds. We've seen it in the last race. You can't make anything out of that. They still have to make a pit stop. It's and look at Escal made a mistake over there, and immediately Nick Els is coming back. And while I say that, I do want to mention that Parker Johnson actually got the fastest lap over there. The 1.17.6. So driving nice on the 6th position. Yeah, very nice recovery. And he's now in the mood. Let's see if he can make up. Oh, he's wiggling around. I was thinking he'd get very safe over there, but let's have a quick look. Carl Cukes and Nick Els. I see Nick Els driving the same times as Carl Cukes. Without draft, so. Yeah, you do do see that Carl Cooks had a way better exit than Nick Els, and immediately it's 3 seconds a little bit further. Jacob Surkovic on that third position is 7 seconds away. That's a long time. Or one crash.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Everything can happen.
We didn't didn't mention it before, I don't believe. But
and look at that. Carl
Wildermuth
Cooks goes off. Carl Cooks is going off. And is really, really going off. I'm not sure if he can get that car back.
Lost the front wing.
Oh, and now that will be difficult. Let's have a quick look if you drive with him. Oh, yeah. Looks like he's back on track, but he needs to let everybody by. And even Dylan Walterman is now going by. And that means that he also has to go quickly to the pits. And then Nick Els is suddenly far, far away.
They're 5 laps into a 30-lap race here. That's going to be killer for him to try to manage. But then again, these are very quick pit stops, mind you. This is not much quicker than most other series. So having to come in 2 more times may not be the killer, especially if he can get some luck with some mistakes from the leaders here.
Yeah, I'm curious about Nick Els because I didn't see him make any big mistakes last time. But then he had to come back, and now he's big in that lead. And Jacob Surkovic is 5.7 seconds away. And it does become only bigger and bigger. I do see that... yeah?
Carl Cooks is going down pit road. He will be going in to get that faster pair, and we'll see if he takes something other than medium compound tires.
Yeah, I'm actually curious how that will go. Because he... oh, look at that. He is going up. And he gets a complete new wing.
It's a long time in there.
I was just thinking... anything can happen, but this is a very, very long time for Carl Cooks.
He's just letting them... He didn't want to waste his fast repair, I suppose. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, but he did put the hard... According to my overlay here, he did put the hard tire compounds on the vehicle. So this does look like he's trying to make this a one-stopper.
Yeah, I do think so as well. And we do see that Nick Els is now going onto the straight. Going over there really, really quick. For the people who are a big fan of Eddie Wildermuth, please pick him up at the pit stop because he is back into the pit lane. And here goes Nick Els. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, by the way, you mentioned what a consistent race he's running right now. 0 off tracks for the driver, which is, he's the only driver who has not gone off track, although I will say Carl only has 1. But yeah, this seems to be the strategy. I mean, Nick's not necessarily, he's not running slow laps or anything like that. Let's not go crazy, but you know, consistency and staying on track seems to be the winning strategy so far.
No, definitely. I am wondering what happened to Dylan Walterman because I don't see him anymore on the track. I was looking at his times. He's still in that 4th position, but...
Oh, interesting, yeah.
Nick Els jumps those corners right over there. I do have to say he's losing a little bit of time on Jacob Surkovic.
So Dylan Walterman looks like a victim of the internet gods there. Disconnected due to incoming packet loss.
Well, look at that. We do have a quick look at Parker Johnson, who had some difficulties in that corner over there, but is coming out quite nicely. So he has now passed Dylan Walterman. Bad luck for him. Hopefully next time his internet is a little bit better, but this time Parker Johnson takes that 4th position. And then we see... oh, look at this. That's Grant Thorpe. Grant Thorpe is making spectacular moves over there. Let's have a quick look what exactly happened.
Real good job to keep that car pointed the right direction. I was actually just looking at his vehicle because I kind of really like that paint job, the paint scheme, the yellow and the silver there, the gray. And I got to see firsthand.
Oh, he hit the wall
really
over
wheeling
there.
that thing.
I'm gonna have a quick look at that one again, but then maybe from a different perspective. Yeah, he hit the wall and then his tire goes off. That's the reason he was spinning around. And then you need to go back in to the pit. So a lot of people already went to the pit. We only have Nick Els driving very, very consistently over here. Jacob Surkovic, 5.4 seconds behind. He is getting closer and closer. It is all about who's going to make a mistake and who is not going to make a mistake. And currently you see Jacob trying to get back. And let's have a quick look. We see only 4 cars still driving on the track. Wow.
Well, yeah, both Grant Thorpe and Carl Cukes back in pit lane after having towed. So that leaves Nick Jacob
has also Jacob has also a hiccup. I'm not sure how his internet is doing, but I'm a little bit worried about it. Nick Elsa is not worried. Look at that. Although I do have to say, I wouldn't be happy if you see the times going slowly, closer and closer. Jacob is going to get into those 4 seconds. It's such a long race and you're not allowed to make one mistake because that car, as we've seen before, it goes off and you're pretty much done.
Oh, and speaking of which, Jacob Surkovic just went off track. And he will be around, although he didn't hit anything. It does look like he will lose a lot of that time that he had gained
whoa, he went way too quick in there.
Car.
And then way too quick back. Now, I do think that's going to be damage on the underneath the car. The plank will definitely get hurt by such a jump. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, you do see that is... Oh, this car looks pretty okay. An amazing recovery from that, and still on the second position. But now 15 seconds away from our race leader, Nick Els.
Parker Johnson with that early race troubles. He's up on a podium spot right now, by the way. He's up 4 spots total in that 48 car and really trucking it.
How do you always say that? Something of the riches. That's not the case right over here, I have to say. Parker Johnson is a lap behind, but he has the speed and he is coming a lot better in his way.
He does. He's running better lap times than the leader. I guess we'll see how this all plays out. I mean, certainly being 1 lap down is not helping anything, but we've got 12 laps into our 30-lap race, just about halfway there, and it's been pretty eventful for the first half. So
now let's see how many cars we actually can finish this class. We do see we're in lap 12. Nick Els just leading, and I do have to say Jacob Surkovic has troubles, can't hold that car completely steady, and is losing now already 17 seconds. Let's have a quick look let's maybe drive along with him. And I'll be honest, I don't have experience in this car. I do have experience in this track. And it's very difficult, this next corner, next chicane, you need to go very slow up here to make a good exit. And Jacob tries to stay in track, not to get the off-track right over there. He's going for those edges, and this corner is a really fast corner. Need to brake. And doesn't miss the apex over here, but get a really good exit over here, and that means a lot because this is a very, very long straight. And you need to have a good exit, and I think Jacob is doing that correctly. Driving currently 184 miles per hour. Yeah, Jacob gets in his rhythm. And while I say that, Parker Johnson, another fastest lap. 1:17.12. He is really our fastest guy on the moment.
Yeah, he's really found something here. 1:17.12, but he's almost 2 seconds faster than the leader right now. And I mean, slightly newer tires, obviously, having been in the pits, but
I'm just gonna have a quick look. What exactly
really
happened to Parker? Because Parker went off track. Oh, in basically lap 1. Oh, and he was the one that actually went really quickly to the pit. And that cost him right now. And I do see that Nick Als actually is going into the pit. So he says 13 laps is enough for those for those mediums. So I want to bet you he's going to put some hearts on there.
well, he is under no particular pressure right now, and
He's very quick,
he
I have to
is
say.
off and away. Yeah.
It is the Mercedes, but maybe he has some Red Bull racing over there, because
I
that
don't
was
know.
a
It's
very, very quick pit stop.
4.45 seconds. I still think Red Bull's got him. That's just me, though. Grant Thorpe also in. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, and that means that Jacob is leading. Oh, Grant Thorpe is going out?
And he is manually disconnected right after Carl Keeks there. So we
All right.
are slowly hemorrhaging drivers.
4 ducks in a row.
Well, at least for the time being, and I can't imagine that Parker Johnson's going to be able to stay out front. But by the way, Parker Johnson set yet another fastest lap of the race. He is not slowing down whatsoever or trying to conserve those tires. He is really laying down the pressure to maybe try to buy a little bit of time for a pit stop. But he's back on that lead lap, just barely, but he is back on that lead lap.
Yeah, but look at that time going up. He's 1 minute and 9 seconds, but he's very, very quick.
Although Jacob Surkovich is your leader, he has yet to come down pit road. You were correct, by the way. I don't know if we addressed it. Nick got those hard tires on the car, and he should be good for the rest of the race.
Yeah, Nick, also tires look tiny over here. Probably need to think about that as well. Make sure that you don't slide out in the first. Warm those tires properly.
Oh, did something... Oh,
What happened?
never mind. I thought Parker had gotten a lap back, but apparently I was wrong.
No, Parker, or at least I see him that he has his lap back.
Okay.
He's 1 minute and 7 seconds away from Nick Elsa on the moment, on that third position.
Gotcha.
But does he still need to go in? Because I do think that he still is having his same tires on there, so that's gonna probably have a disadvantage up there. Yeah, we see that Jacob still hasn't done his pit stop, and oh, there goes Parker. Well, Parker is going for another pit stop because I don't think those tires will go well on there. Oh, Parker stays in the race and just get his third pit stop and can come back, because I had fun watching that guy.
Yeah, he's clearly got the speed. Probably a little frustrated with the inability to really put it together and get up there. But yeah, if he would have been able to run up front there.
Yeah, I do think that Jacob made a small mistake over here. Let's have a quick look at what exactly happened. Oh, Jacob was just a little bit too quick and went off track, but not much more. No, oh, and then he spins around. But again, still no damage, and he continues for lap 17. Still didn't make that pit stop.
really trying to get the freshest tires possible for the end of the race.
Yeah, do you think he's going to go for those softs? Like now a long stint with those mediums and then take a soft? Because last time that brought him success. Although those tires... Oh, and here he goes again. But he can hold it again. I think that's the tactic of these races. You need just don't crash. It doesn't matter if you crash, if you spin.
I mean, it's easy to say, but I think 16 laps, even on medium compound tires, is a tough bill to pay for anybody. And Jacob's seen that now. I think he will be coming in this time around because no strategy is going to work if the tires are so rough that you can't keep the car straight.
Yeah, no, definitely. And he will join Eddie Wildermuth and Parker Johnston, who are also still both in the pit. Oh, and he goes off track here again. Yeah, those tires are gone. He needs to come in.
No, he's going to go around again. All right.
Move.
Godspeed, my friend.
Yeah. I can't say that that's going to be a broadcast curse.
That's I mean, it's good. He's keep it. Obviously he knows this. You got a little more gentle on throttle, and
and we can have a look at Eddie Wildermuth. Eddie Wildermuth, you remember him who crashed on the first round? He is now in third, and he's actually on those soft tires. So let's have a look at how quickly he can go. That will be a good one for Jacob to actually figure that out. But it does mean
have the advantage there in the cornering speed.
Yeah. All right, what do you think? Is Jacob now going in? He needs to. I do have to say, he's looking again.
Well, I said that last time.
Well, he hasn't crashed yet, so maybe he thinks, you know what? I can do this one more lap.
He's starting to get the feel of it now and know what he's got to do to keep the car straight. Yeah, absolutely.
I do have to say, he looks like he's sticking to the road. I'm not sure how long these tires can go.
I will find out. It looks like
this long.
It's gonna go around. Yeah.
All right.
Jacob out there being a test pilot right now.
Yeah, Jacob. So 19 laps is a distance for those mediums. But I think he really wants to go on those red ones.
I mean, he's still got almost 8 seconds on Nick in the 24 car, so I guess.
Yeah, but he needs to pit. He needs to pit.
Still
and that's
not all
bad.
Right.
So
it's 34-ish seconds down pit road. Oh man, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be close.
And he doesn't go in. He doesn't want to go in. I'm pretty sure he needs to pit, doesn't he? Well, we've seen it before where crazy tactics actually start to work, but Jacob has really difficulties to follow the track. Really needs to look out.
I wonder what the calculation is for, how long you're willing to go on the soft compounds. Like what's the target lap that he's looking for?
Yeah, well, Eddie is already on there. Although Eddie don't think he has much troubles if he's going to pit one more time or 2 more times, because he will get on that podium. I think that's a rock solid for Eddie.
That's true. He's probably. I would absolutely. I mean, this is a no-brainer. Stay out there for right now and do what you can. He's on 2 laps on this soft compound right now, and looks like he's still going strong. He's got nothing to lose right now, unless Parker Johnston's able to make a exit of pit road here shortly. No reason not to go back in. Maybe get another soft compound set of tires there. Maybe.
And now he goes in. Look at that. We were hoping to see that already. And he is going into the pit over here. And we see that Nick Alves is coming by. And he is now taking the lead over from Jacob Surkovic, who is going into the pit. But is probably also very safe for that second position. So everything is now up to Nick Alves. Just finished this race, but we've seen it before, we talked about it before, and it didn't happen that way. So curious to see if Nick Alves can bring this one home.
Well, especially when Surkovic now has the soft tires on and either is serving a penalty. He must be serving a penalty. That's going to be what, 30, 45 seconds, something like that. That's a super unfortunate break there for the number 3 car.
Yeah, he is still standing still, and he's actually, is he going out or is he going back in? Because this is, oh, he's going out. He's just going out. But that means that Eddie Wildermuth has a really opportunity, because that's coming very, very much closer. Now, Nick Alves, I think he can crash twice and still make it. He's 1 minute now ahead of Jacob Surkovic. So just wondering, did Nick paint his car, or is it just a really, it looks like a Mercedes?
Yeah, to me that's
I think that's
just the standard look, which, by the way, I know you would never admit it, but I still think pretty slick looking paint scheme there.
Yeah, but they are going to change it, I've heard. In the 2022, we are going to see the silver arrows back. So I'm curious about that,
nice.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not sure if we see Hamilton back, but we know that they're going to drive the silver arrows again.
Well, I'm really
I wouldn't like it if I would lose like that as well.
Chassis.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to the races again.
Yeah, got to be starting up here sometime soon, yeah.
Well, actually, today Max Verstappen got his the latest helmet that he came out. That's what you see happening now. Little things coming out. People are gonna, the unimportant stuff we're gonna see already. Yeah, the teasers. I think Drive to Survive will start very soon, and then in March we will start with Formula 1 over here. Not much going on anymore, right? Nick Alves is taking that lead. Is also not on those hard tires, still not losing any time to Jacob Surkovic. How was Eddie doing?
He's got the race
times?
in hand here. If he can keep it on the track, it's still pretty decent times. I mean, 118s. When the fast lap of the evening so far is a 1:16.9, and that was absolutely flying. So he's not that far off pace, and
I actually see Eddie
0 off track still.
1:17 right now. So he's actually the quickest on the track if you look at it the last laps. So it's a second per lap. That's still quite a long time. But he's getting a lot of knowledge on this car and this track by just being so consistent right now. And the same is for Nick Alves. But he can also count this as a win, because it looks like 23 laps. He is just pounding it. And again, a 1.17.
And I cursed him a little bit here. Looks like he did finally get his first off track technically, although it does not appear to have hurt him too bad.
No, I don't think he's going to be worried about that. He just needs to make sure that he comes home with that car in one piece. You see, because he's taking it a little bit easy. He's not going to push that car right to the limits. He doesn't need to, so he doesn't drive over those curbs. He can just bring that home.
He is making it look fairly effortless right now. Let's take a hack here with, yeah, you said we're on lap 24 now. So 1 minute and 4 seconds. Back to second. And what is that? 2 minutes and 40 seconds back to third.
Yeah, while Nick Els goes over the limit, we see Eddie Wildermuth right behind there, because he's 1 lap behind all the guys and is trying to actually unlap himself. That's not working so far. He's really jumping those curves. Look at that. And he has fun in that car, you can see that. Getting more and more confident on those tires. Hey, I would be happy if you had such a crash and you become third. That's a
and
win
then,
in my
yeah,
book.
now you're sitting on the podium suddenly. Yeah, I really wish we had the drivers, you know, like gas and brake curves so that we could see exactly how much they're having to work those cars and the steering wheels to boot. And just to see how difficult it is, how twitchy these cars are to get around this track and so quick a time and do it consistently. Hats
Yeah,
off
no,
to,
definitely.
to all the drivers who even came out and attempted it tonight.
Yeah, Jacob is pushing that car now a little bit more. He's not coming closer to Nick Els, but he does get those tires a little bit warm, because you can clearly see that he's pushing that car, really driving to the limits and going over the curves. Make sure that he has a good exit. Right, so let's have a quick look at Nick Els. Normally it's hard to pick someone. This time it's difficult to not mention anybody. Nick Els on that first position on the hard tires. 4 laps to go. What does he need to do
Give
to
him
actually...
a little more screen time here.
Yeah, what does he need to do to fail? Like, I think even a crash won't matter.
No, at this moment, although, you know, it's funny, he went for most of the race without a single off track. Now he's got 2, which is still far and away, one of the cleanest races of any of these drivers. But he is starting to collect them here and there. So really just concentration and hitting your marks and anticipating the degradation and heat of the tires, not waiting until you spin.
Yeah,
so
that's a really good one, because I have always difficulties with that. To really feel when those tires are gone. Exactly what you're saying. You're feeling it when it goes wrong. And you should feel that ahead. I think that's a really nice, interesting point. And it looks like Nick Els has that really under control, because he's not making much difficulties.
Well, and it looks like a wide open track in some parts, but you know, an off track in some places is going to be a wildly different experience than an off track in others, especially here through Aqua Minerale. There's walls that'll come out and real bite you, and that could be the difference, you know, for an, especially with these toe times. One mistake that gets you into the wall, and it's all over after a dominant performance all night long.
Yeah, although I don't see it going wrong. Nick Els is just very, very solid here. You see right in the back, Eddie Wildermuth still trying to join him. Here he is. Here is Jacob Surkovic.
And by the way, Eddie's been riding those, I meant to mention there, he's on 10 laps now with those soft compound tires and still making it work. So
Yeah, that's we should know. I think in a next race, if there's going to be a next race, because we need to have definitely more drivers. But if there is another race, I would love to know how long are these tires going, because it does look like 10, 12 laps, and then those softs are getting a really difficult time, or at least we saw that in Brazil happening. But Eddie doesn't seem to care much.
No, for him, what would be going through my mind at least is, shoot, at this point, maybe just go get another set of soft compound tires real quick, finish out the race. It's not like you're going to finish worse than third on the podium, and keeping the car on the track is going to make your night a whole lot more satisfying.
You saw that happening over there. So he made he's not making that decision, but I totally agree with you. That wouldn't be too bad, because if you crash that car, you have a lot more damage than that. And Jacob Surkovic here, trying to come back a little bit to Nick Els, is doing his best and is actually driving a little bit quicker than Nick Els. But yeah, that's not enough for these last laps.
Yeah, taking off a few seconds there from the last time that we checked in. Still just over a minute and a second, but not going to be quite enough, but still gutsy effort there by Jacob Surkovic.
I think it's so funny to see that Eddie Wildermuth is quite behind Nick Els. I do think that could help as well for him, just to constantly focus on that point. He's doing something good. He's on that first position. Why not try to follow him?
There you go. Yeah, Eddie is running faster lap times right now. Obviously, even though he's got the soft compounds on, tires are much. Oh, actually, no, even just a handful of laps newer. So really nice job there by Eddie, as it does look like.
Yeah, we're having a yellow flag. We see Barney right over there. So Nick Els only has to do one more lap. I was thinking that Eddie would then be finished already, but he isn't. He is also continuing his drive.
Yeah, that's a good point. You'll see if he can't track down the leader here on that last lap.
This is such a fast corner, and nearly had an off-track right over there. Missed the apex a little bit. And also, this one is so dangerous. Because if you do this wrong, you get immediately a big spin, and you can see the leader. But that's not gonna make it over here, although Nick Els is going really slow through the chicane over there, and Eddie is just pushing and pushing it. Maybe it's just his inner feeling. He wants to go quicker than Nick Els.
Yeah, get it. Try to get in that DRS zone for the last.
Oh, and he's gonna go over there. Off. But that means that
in the meantime,
Nick Els wins, takes the victory over here. Look at this, is very, very satisfied on that, and we're waiting for Jacob Surkovic. That is going to take a while, because he's going to have to go all the way around. Look at that, that's going to cost you, that's 85 seconds. Of 58 seconds. I do have to say, I like that his colors. I'm going to pretend that he has the Dutch flag on his car.
There you go. Yes, I think that was the tip of the cap.
Yeah, that's it. Jacob Surkovic. Sounds quite Dutch after. But well, our victory from last time in Brazil, now a second position. Oh, yeah. Jacob.
Can you save it?
Jacob,
there you
come
go.
on. Jacob, bring this up.
Nailed it.
Jacob in last rounds. That's quite difficult for him. But he is coming here over the line. Oh, I nearly thought he was going to bin it right over there. But luckily, he made it work.
Able to save it. Well.
That was the race.
That was still a lot of fun, man. Yeah, that was... it's a shame that we didn't have more drivers out here tonight. If anybody happens to just catch it, this is a great setup here. Nice quick races. You can come in, do the race, and get on with it. But what a fun car to drive, difficult car to drive, no doubt, but fun. And obviously these guys, uh, I mean, they seem to have some fun. I don't know about some of the guys who ended up disconnecting. But,
Yeah, I was just saying, I'm not sure if everybody had the same fun, but I do say, I do want to say, Chris, I want to drive this car because it it does look the real thing. And yeah, the Underdog Racing League. I hope they're gonna get more people in here. That will help definitely for us to start broadcasting it a lot more. But I do think Nick Owls, congratulations! You gave a great show, very solid drive, and well done. So awesome job. Want to thank everybody for watching, or the people that are gonna watch, and it was nice to be here. And I hope you guys are gonna be back on Sunday, where we're gonna have our Sunday Skippy races. I'm always looking forward to that. Chris, are you gonna be there?
I'm still a coin flip, unfortunately, but at the very least, it's looking good for our Monday night broadcast that we do over at Alpha Touring Challenge there. So if you like the touring cars, go check that out. But yeah, no, I'm gonna, unfortunately, because Knock Hill, by the way, last week's Skippy race, Knock Hill looked fantastic. Very sad.
Oh man. Oh, you were there. You were there for half of it, and I do have to say,
for a little bit, yeah.
Drivers were amazing. It was a lot of clean. I have to say, especially the Formula 2. I was amazed how clean they were. We've seen some big wrecks in previous tracks, so I'm also looking forward to it's Road America, so track that a lot of people know. Especially the old Garden will all know this track very well. So I'm looking forward to that.
Excellent.
Just for now, thanks very much, and we'll see each other very soon.
See you soon.